A while back, we did a Eaton gas cap restoration video, and I was having some problems with the corks. Now what these are here are the leather washers, which are the last style that Harley made after the corks that old dude remakes. And he told me to get away from the sticking is to put oil on it. I said, what kind of oil? He said, any kind of oil. So I squirted Marvel Mystery Oil in here and put them on old blue here. And they're nice and tight, but they're not stuck, which is good. They've been sitting here. I don't have any gas in the tanks, but there's still always going to be some kind of fumes. And they go on tight, and they seem to be working. So we're going to go over here on this side here and take a look at another set of Eaton gas caps. I just got in a whole bunch of old dudes, little leather pieces. That's what these are here. And these are the NOS caps off our 38 knucklehead. So we're going to put these on. At least that's the idea here. Sometimes these don't always go on so easy. Gotta carefully twist it. Sometimes I have to get pliers out. Let me get some pliers. Here we go. A little bit of pliers. And there we go. Sometimes you do it with your fingers and sometimes not. That's the idea. You don't want to bend these tabs. You fucked up your gas cap. You'll never get them right. Don't ever, ever bend your tabs. In there. Even more recalcitrant. Come on. In the slot. There we go. Alright. Now, when I tried these before like this, they'd stick. They'd go on. A week later, I'd have to take a wrench to get them off. So, old dude says, did you put some oil on it? I said, no, I didn't, sir. Just put some oil on it. So this is Marvel Mystery Oil. Nice light oil. And as I showed you, seems to be working fine. So I got 20 of these. It's 10 sets. And that should cover a lot of our gas caps. So, I still don't have a set really worthy of a 40, but these are new old stock. How I got these was when I went to get the bike from my buddy George. He didn't have the right caps, but he had a restored bike with a set of NOS tanks, another 38 with these caps on it. So I said, well, I gotta have the right caps, and went swap. So these caps never came with my 38 knucklehead originally. They were a set of tanks, NOS tanks with NOS caps. We've gotten them all nice and clean now with leather grommets. And if you page down to the description page of this video we're making, I'm going to have the original Eaton restoration video up. with a link so you can directly click to it. I'm going to put these caps here on greenie because they're real nice, and I don't have another set that are this nice yet. I have a set that will blend in much nicer with the condition of the 38. They're aged, if you will, patinted naturally because they're not new. So we're going to use these caps here on greenie. I'm going to go ahead and stick them on greenie's tanks. There's one of greenie's tanks over there. Let me just put this little camera over here and you'll be able to see me do it. That way we have all that recorded because it's greenie. So there's greenie's tanks. They've been sitting there letting the air from the Gibbs work its way inside. And maybe not. They work good on the 38. And they're completely loose on greenie's tanks. Wow. Who'd have thought? I don't have an answer for that, guys. That one's tight. So why is this other one not working? I don't know. That is so weird. They work just fine on the 38. So I guess I won't be using these caps on the knee. I've never encountered such a thing. That's so wild. So, alright, well, I guess I'll be using them on the 38. So let's take this over to the 38 here. We got our 38 tanks sitting over here. And, excuse me, I've got to reposition this camera. So we'll have to pull these down. Pulling the tripod mount down here. I can't hold the camera and play with the tanks at the same time. Have to forgive me on that. So, here we go. Now we can see what we're doing over here. Now we got them all clean. We got all the goop off the side. Let's see what happens here. Okay, that one's fine. And this one's loose. It wasn't loose before. That is too wild. Huh. That is so weird. It was not loose before. This thing here on this side was so gummed up and nasty from old gas. I could barely get it on and off. I never had gas in this side. So it's just this one side. It's all acting weird. And they're interchangeable caps, guys. That is too strange. So let's take this back over here and see if it's the same one. We've got one cap acting weird. Because the right tank is what I was using here. So let's take this back over here. We'll just put this little tripod here and zoom it in. You can see what I'm doing with Greenie's tanks over there. And if it's loose, I'm going to run on to our other tanks and see if we have an answer on that. Freshly cleaned, the little stock gas cap. This is the real cap. This is not a reproduction. That's our loose cap. That is, wow. That's our loose cap. That is so weird. Okay, so now take our cap here and we've got 3 knuckles in a row, and we're going to try it out. Tighter, but still not tight. Come on. Okay. Totally loose. I've never had this problem before in an original cap. Now, these are the leather caps I got from Old Dude when I first did these ones here. And I haven't put any oil in them. Totally loose. Totally loose. That is so wild. Oh my gosh. Never had that happen. Huh. Show you some differences here. These are old original caps. Here. Insides are nickel. And you can hear something flopping around in there. They're old caps. And this is an early NOS one. You can see lots of differences here. Both deep ditch, early and late. Huh. Here's some other rubber caps. Clean these up also. Wow. That one just did not want to go. That's why. We didn't put the preview in these caps. See, this is what happens. It sticks without it. One of those numbers. Yeah, see, as we showed you, those there are actually nickeled inside. It's not chrome, it's a nickel. And here we got the CAD inside on this one. So, but I didn't put the oil juju on these caps. I'm going to do that. See if this is loose or tight. Wow. Back. Let's put some oil in those caps. All right, let's go over to our other knuckles over here. I would have thought they would have made this stuff a little more uniform. These are the caps that came on Greenie here. These are Arrow accessory caps, they're an old stock, but they're not Harley caps. They're not the Eatons. Wow. Now I've got a set of these early short narrow caps for our 40 there, which are packed up in the pile. Expecting to find it loose in all of them. Here's our 41. Now this came with the wrong caps, this bike. But we've got a set of caps for it, I think. Now this is, look how loose that is. Oh, that is so wild. these leathers are the same thickness. So we just want to check. All the same looseness. So let's try this. We're going to go over to this pile of stuff here. These are the leathers I just got in from Old Dude right there. And we're going to grab some. We're going to take another leather. And we're going to stick it on the gas cap and try it. So when you do this stuff to these old bikes, you have to be very patient. It doesn't always work as you think it's going to. You have to make adjustments. We put another leather on, and I have never had to double up gaskets on early set of gas caps before. I've had to do it on shovel head stuff with the later caps, never with Eaton's. First time for everything. Come on, in there. Part of what's crossing my mind is if this doesn't work, I get the leather out. Cutting that bitch out. So, put a little bit of oil on here. And he might have some extra thick ones, I don't know, I didn't ask. So, let's find out. If this doesn't work, I'll be calling up Old Dude tomorrow and going, hey man, you got some extra thick ones? Let's go back over to our 38 tanks. They're easily accessible here. And if any of you guys out there have a set of original short knurled caps in stupid ass nice condition, please let me know. I'd love to buy a set. Here she is. Doubled up is fine. Get that out. Wow. Okay. So let's go take this one over to Greenie and see if she likes being on Greenie's tank or not. And there's Greenie's tanks. We'll pull off this other cap. Oh! Damn it. Ah. That's what happens when you have wood on the floor and it's stupid hot. Well, hopefully this is recording, but my screen went black. We'll find out as I watch it. Before I upload, here's the doubled up cap. And we put the non-doubled up one on the right tank. And the doubled one up on the left tank. And it's working perfect. Voila! So hopefully this recorded all that. So yeah, it's been 90 some degrees in here, and all our wood is bent up at different angles on the floor, bouncing everywhere. So hopefully this got this here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.